Yo, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another Hypixel Skyblock video. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a guide on why you don't have a ton of minion slots in Hypixel Skyblock and how you can get more. I'm going to go over some basic tips and some more advanced tips throughout this video, so be sure to stick around to the end to find out how you can get more minion slots in Hypixel Skyblock. However, before I get into the video, I ask that you consider subscribing to the channel because about 85% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and it would really mean a lot to me if you decided to hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into my guide to how to get more minion slots in Hypixel Skyblock. Without question, the first thing you should ever do when trying to get more minion slots is come to the community center and talk to Elizabeth. Here you can go to the community shop, and when you go to the account and profile upgrade section, you'll find a section on minion slots. Going on a separate profile, here you can see you can get an extra 5 minion slots by doing this minion slot upgrade. And unlike other upgrades that cost gems or real life money to upgrade, all 5 of the minion slot upgrades are completely free of charge. However, the duration to upgrade each minion slot goes up as you get more slots from this method. The first free slot only takes 1 day to upgrade, but the following slots are 4, 8, 16, and 24 days each, meaning that if you did all 5 of these minion slot upgrades back to back, you'll get 5 free minion slots in about 50 days. Here we can see on screen that I just selected the first minion slot upgrade, and in about 1 day I'll get another minion slot on this profile. And although they don't cost any money to start, they do cost real life gems if you want to skip the timer. So if you're trying to get these 5 minion slots as quickly as possible, you will have to spend some real life money. But I don't recommend this because in 50 days you'll get all 5 of the slots no matter what. However, if you want them as quickly as possible, this is an option. The most likely reason for wanting more minion slots on your island is so you can make more money every day from your minions. Which is why if you want to grind out minion slots by buying the item to upgrade minions, you want to maximize every single minion slot you can get with your money. And this is why I highly recommend you check out the second tip I'm about to show you. For my second tip, I recommend that you get every single minion that you can on your island upgraded to tier 4. If you don't really know how minion slots works, I'm going to give you a quick rundown right now. Basically how it works is that you get more minion slots on your island depending on how many unique minions that you have crafted. So for example, on my island, I've crafted 600 unique minions. Now a unique minion can not only be a different minion that you've never crafted before, but a different tier of that minion that you've never crafted before as well. So for example, if I have never crafted a sand minion before and I craft a tier 1 sand minion, that adds 1 more unique minion to my total. However, if I craft a tier 2, 3, 4, or any of the tiers of the sand minion, those also count as unique minions that I've crafted. And the more total unique minions that you've crafted, the more minion slots you'll get on your island. Now the reason I highly recommend getting all of your minions to tier 4 is because tier 4 is usually the cutoff tier for when items go from normal to enchanted. Basically what this means is that from tier 4 and under, the items required to craft the minions are usually much cheaper than all of the higher tiers. And as an example, I'm going to look back at our sand minion. To craft 1 tier 4 sand minion, I need 1072 total sand. So I'm going to go into the bazaar and buy instantly 1072 sand, costing me 4000 coins. To upgrade a sand minion from tier 4 to tier 5, I need 8 pieces of enchanted sand. And if I go back to the bazaar and try to buy 8 pieces of enchanted sand to upgrade the minion to tier 5, I'll see that it cost me almost 4.5 thousand coins. So the jump from making 4 tiers of the sand minion to the 5th tier of the sand minion almost doubles my coins. And this tier 4 jump from normal items to enchanted items almost works for every single minion in the game. However, there are a few exceptions to this rule. For instance, if we look at Lapis Minion, we'll see that Lapis Minion 4 already uses enchanted Lapis Lazuli. But this is because most of the time when you mine Lapis, you get more than 1 ore. So it's a little bit easier to get Lapis than other items. And for another example, we'll go to Enderman. Here we see for Enderman, because the stack size of Ender Pearl is only 16, it already goes to enchanted Ender Pearl at tier 3. There are a lot of exceptions to this rule, but for most items, the tier 4 to tier 5 trick is pretty much where it cuts off. And so for the least amount of coins, I highly recommend you get all of your minions to tier 4 before you look on to the next tiers. Now let's just hypothetically say that you've gotten all 5 of your minion upgrades and you've upgraded all of your minions to tier 4. Now this is a bit of a rough estimate because some minions such as the Voidling and Inferno minion, which even I don't have yet, probably new players are never going to get, at least for a long time. But let's just say for a rough estimate that you've gotten all of your minions to tier 4 and you have all 5 of your minion upgrades. Making all 58 unique minions into tier 4 will give you 232 unique minions. And adding the 5 extra minions you'll get from the upgrade to the 232 slots, this gives you a total of 21 placeable minion slots. Just upgrading all of the minions to tier 4 will get you about 16 total minion slots. And for someone just starting the game, 21 minion slots with really good money making minions can really help someone out, which is why I highly recommend you get all of your minions to tier 4 next after you get the minion upgrades. So for my next tip, I'm going to show that not every single minion is equal. A lot of minions have different crafting requirements and therefore can be made way cheaper than other minions, which can really help someone out if they're trying to go for a lot of minion slots. So for my third tip, I'm going to show off a ton of of cheap minions that you can upgrade to tier 10 or 11 that can make you a ton of minion slots. Now keep in mind, this is a rough estimate and this only goes off of the bazaar price that you buy the items at. So the prices that I currently have could be way different from what you have when you buy them. But this is a pretty good estimate for the prices that I'm going to be using in this video, but just keep in mind that it might be different for you. The first minion we're going to be looking at for maxing is one of the most classic minions in the game, the wheat minion. In total, crafting a tier 11 wheat minion costs 84,304 pieces of raw wheat. And in total, this 84,000 wheat costs just under 200,000 coins. Now, of course, remember that you don't have to go to tier 11 and spend all 200,000 coins if you want. For example, if you only want to craft up to a wheat 7 minion, it only costs you about 17,000 coins, which still gets you about 7 unique minions and saves you about 180,000 coins. However, for those looking to get a ton more minion slots and go all the way to tier 11, this is one of the cheapest minions in the game to do it with. Now, the next minion I'm going to look at is the cheapest in the game to fully craft to tier 11, but it's not exactly the cheapest to buy. The second minion we're going to look at in this video is the snow minion. Now, many of you probably know the snow minion for being a super profitable minion to have when you're early and mid tier at the game. And these minions are also super sought after as well, with people wanting to buy them for upwards of 1 million coins in hubs at tier 11. However, if you want to craft this minion from tier 1 to tier 11, it only costs you about 100,000 coins in snowballs. And the reason for it being so cheap is because the only way to get these snow minions are from gifts, which happens during the Season of Jerry event where you can collect up to 20 white gifts. So while this minion only costs you 100,000 coins to fully upgrade to tier 11, it's not exactly the most easy minion to get at tier 1 either. I either recommend you buy a tier 1 snow minion for a small price, upgrade it to tier 11, and then sell it at tier 11. This not only can make you your money back for buying the minion at tier 1, but it can also make you profit because a lot of people don't want to turn their minions from tier 1 to tier 11. And so if you have a tier 1 minion lying around that you haven't upgraded, I highly recommend you get it done because it only costs about 100,000 coins for 10 unique minions. For minion number 3, we're going to head over to the combat collection and we're going to look at the skeleton minion. In order to make a tier 1 skeleton minion and turn it all the way to tier 11, you need 163,000 bones. These 163,000 bones currently have a bazaar buy offer price for about 300,000 coins, meaning you can get about 11 unique minions crafted for about 300,000 coins, or about 30,000 coins per unique crafted minion. However, again, like most of the other ones, it costs way less when you're trying to do the first tiers compared to the last ones. For example, crafting a tier 11 costs you about 300,000 coins, but crafting a tier 8 only costs about 38,000 coins. So it's over 250,000 coins more for just these 3 minions. However, if you're looking to get to about 25 or 26 minion slots, then the 250,000 extra coins to get these 3 extra unique minions is often worth it. There are dozens of other options that cost between 500,000 to 1 million coins to fully upgrade to tier 11. Some of these options include sand, clay, ice, endstone, pumpkin, mushroom, and more. However, I often do notice that a lot of minions only cost about 100,000 coins, usually to get to about tier 7 or 8. And with some very rough estimation, if you have all of your minions to tier 8 along with the 5 extra ones that you get from the community center, you can get about 27 total minion slots. And before I forget, I have one super helpful tip that can help you out a ton when you're trying to get more minion slots in Skyblock, because it can be kind of confusing to know how much it costs for each unique minion to craft and what the cheapest ones for you are. Certain Hypixel Skyblock bots have been made to help you out on the cheapest minions for you to upgrade. And if you want to test this out for yourself, I currently have this bot enabled inside of my Discord server linked in the description. And if you want to try it out, join my Discord and head over to the bot command section. And I'm sure from there you'll figure it out. And for now, that's about all of the tips that I have. However, I will say that if you're trying to grind out a ton of minion slots, it's definitely more worth your time to buy the items from the bazaar instead of grinding the items out manually. It'll save you a lot of time and effort if you just buy the items immediately from the bazaar instead of grinding out all of the items by yourself. And if you're on Iron Man, then, well, damn, that kind of sucks for you. But that's what you get for playing Iron Man. If there's anything that I missed in this video that's a super good tip to new players, let me know in the comments. Maybe if they change how minion slots are made in the future, I'll make an updated video to this. But for right now, I think minion slots are in a pretty good place. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this style of video and want to see more guides like this in the future, let me know in the comments. I'm super looking forward to making a ton of new videos this summer. I am so hyped to make YouTube videos. I cannot wait. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.